In this video, I'm going to give you an overview of the naturalization process and its basic requirements, as well as a timeline as it's relevant for 2022. So, what are you waiting for? I'll see you on the other side. Welcome back to our Immigration channel. This is a place where we get the most up-to-date immigration news, immigration information, and everything else that you need to make your immigration journey less stressful. My name is Jacob Sapochnick, and I'm an immigration attorney located in San Diego, California, and I help clients in all 50 states. In this video, we'll talk about the naturalization process and what are the basic requirements as it stands right now in 2022. So naturalization is a process where a legal permanent resident, also known as a green card holder, applies for and is granted U.S. citizenship. Now, when a person gets U.S. citizenship, it comes with a lot of benefits. For example, the ability to vote in U.S. federal elections, serve on a jury, travel outside of the United States with a U.S. passport, and sponsor family members to become permanent residents as well. The most important thing about getting U.S. citizenship is that once you get it, if you leave the United States to live somewhere for a while, for many years, you're never going to lose your U.S. citizenship. Unlike a green card holder, where if you leave the United States for over a year, you may lose your green card. So definitely a lot of good advantages to becoming a U.S. citizen. When you apply for U.S. citizenship, taking an oath to support the U.S. Constitution, to renounce allegiance to foreign states, and to bear arms on behalf of the United States if required. Some countries require you to renounce their citizenship if you become a U.S. citizen. Therefore, becoming a U.S. citizen is a really personal decision to many people, and it's not taken lightly. What are the basic requirements for naturalization? First of all, you have to be at least 18 years old to apply. You have to be a lawful permanent resident green card holder for at least 5 years, or 3 years if you're married to a U.S. citizen and you obtained your green card based on the marriage to a U.S. citizen. You have to be able to show physical presence in the United States at least 30 months out of that 5 years, or 18 months out of those 3 years. You have to be able to demonstrate continuous presence in the United States before applying for citizenship. You have to show residence in the state where you apply for citizenship at least 90 days before applying for your citizenship. To be able to read, write, and speak basic English. To understand the fundamentals of U.S. history and government. Be willing to take the oath of allegiance. And finally, meet the good moral character requirement, which is a really important requirement. So what is good moral character? A lot of you are asking that question, and there's a lot of confusion for people that apply for U.S. citizenship. Good moral character means that you have not performed any acts that offend the accepted moral character standards of the community in which you reside. Now, I know that this definition is kind of vague and broad, but the government has a list of crimes that can make you ineligible for naturalization or bad moral character. Well, if you've been convicted of murder or certain aggravated felonies, you'll be considered to be a person of bad moral character. Crimes involving smuggling, money laundering could also deem you to be a person of bad moral character. If you are or were involved in prostitution, it can also impact your good moral character. Failure to pay child support, that's a big one. That also could be an issue with your good moral character. In general, you have to show that you have good moral character in the 5 years before you apply for citizenship, and USCIS officers have a lot of discretion when they interview you and determine what could make you ineligible for naturalization. So how does the naturalization process actually work? First, you have to complete Form N-400 with the appropriate filing fees and all the information they require on the forms, which is your biographic information, your employment history, and your travel history in the United States. You submit an application. After a few weeks, you're going to get your receipt with your case number, and then after a few months, you'll be called for a biometrics appointment. At that point, they'll take your fingerprints and a photo to continue processing your application. Once you've done that, you'll be sitting and waiting for your naturalization interview. In most states, it's taken about 6 to 10 months right now. This is early 2022. This processing times may change throughout the year. As you get closer to your appointment, it's advisable for you to start preparing yourself for the naturalization test, which includes English and your civics test. If you pass your test on that day, you'll be scheduled for an oath ceremony, typically 30 days or 60 days after that interview. It depends. In some places during the pandemic, they will schedule you the oath ceremony right on the day of your test, but that differs from state to state and from city to city. And finally, once you take the oath of allegiance, you now become a U.S. citizen, you surrender your green card, and you get your certificate of citizenship. You can apply for your passport right there on the same day. So there you have it. That's the naturalization process in a nutshell. If you are ready to become a US citizen, I highly encourage you to do so in 2022. Once again, if you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos, and also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to show this video to more people just like you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in our next video.